Good. I'm not dancing, okay? I'm the first one up that doesn't have to dance for your enjoyment, which makes me incredibly happy. Just to like open up with the BIPOC thing, I'm Inuit on my mother's side, and when I go to work, I see First Nations people do powwow dancing, and it makes me tired looking at them do it. So you won't see me move more than just... The support is great, it's amazing. So I want to do like a class divide with the audience immediately. And I have to do this. How many people in the audience, I'll get a woo because I can't see hands. How many people in the audience own a bidet? Holy shit, wait. That was like half of the audience. I didn't know that they had gotten more popular or cheaper, I don't know. I'm a little jealous, I've only ever used one like a couple of times.
They got cheaper.
They got cheaper.
How much?
That's globalization, which I think is helpful. Everything, all the market prices are being brought down. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna buy one after this, and then this set will be done. But I do have a detachable shower head. Yeah, that's right. I'm cutting corners. I'm saving money. I've got a future. This is an RSP equivalent. And it has multiple settings as well. It has like the blast. It has like the rain shower, which is not very good. But I'll give a tip, because not everyone like yelled out, okay? I didn't hear cheers from everyone. Not everyone has a bidet. Not everyone has a detachable shower head. You still have a faucet. And I think if you have the heart and will of a hero, and you lay on your back in the tub with your asshole directly over the downward faucet, and your legs sticking straight up. Hot tip. Dial in the temp before you get into position. I won't tell you how I know that hot tip. It's a very hot tip when I got it. I will say, I was like talking to this with my nephew, as I do, a young child, about bidets and that business, because he's going through the age of like, learning how to wipe and things like this. And he said, why can't you just go in the tub and then just bidet in the tub? The wisdom of children. I could be saving so much time. But I'm also like, so that isn't even the lowest level you can go. If you don't have a tub. Can I get a woo for anyone who doesn't have a tub? No, don't. I won't. I don't want you to out yourselves right now. If you don't have a tub, I'm a big proponent of maximizing your body usage. Everyone in the room here, you're a bidet. I heard a what? Let me explain. You are 100% a bidet. Now, it might be easier for the folks in the crowd who have genitals that look like a worm. It might be harder for the folks in the crowd who have genitals that look like a clam. It's feasible both ways. If you have a clam, it's like that, like the hose that you use to water your plants on the blast setting. Whereas for someone with the worm genitals, it's kind of like the laser. It's kind of like a laser. You have very good aim. You have to be extremely hydrated though, because you need the pressure to, I'll give you another tip from experience. So for the people who have a worm, you've done that thing where you've pressure washed the inside of a bowl to remove the dookie that didn't go into the water. Like you've cleaned the inside of toilet bowls your entire lives. Just if your best boy needs a hand and you need to clean him up, you can be there for him. You can be his bidet. You are a bidet. I will say, this is a science fact, also from experience, that if you're going to do this, drink a lot of water, you need that pressure, but also if you have good aim and you get square in the target, is what I'll call it now, because I know everyone has an imagination that they can use, and I know what I'm talking about. But if you have good aim with the laser beam, then there won't be any extra spillage down the inward of the thighs. You can avoid that because every person with male genitals has that kind of seam on their ball sack that creates capillary action. And it is a water slide for your own human bidet, which makes it look like, oddly enough, that they're peeing themselves. So there are ways that you can save money. Because we're all pinching penny these days, am I right? Yeah. We're all pinching pennies. Ignore me as I look at my hand, because I think I talked about bidets a little longer than I expected to. Yeah. But no, we're all pinching pennies, we're all trying to multitask, we're all doing too many things at once, too many screens at the same time. You're looking at your phone while you're watching Netflix, while you're also like thinking about maybe being a bidet. But you're also like, this is gonna be a crowd reaction. Like I feel like I have a lot of creatives in the room, and I know a lot of people, they're able to like get their ideas out more easily if they use like writing utensils, like the classic way. How many 0.5 millimeter technical pencil boys and girls do I have in the crowd here? And other folk do I have in the crowd? All right, the 0.7 millimeter, let me hear you. All right, let's get freaky. How many 0.9 millimeters do I have in the house? Okay, there's like 3 people over here who love the thick lead. And how many how many classical wooden pencil users are here represented? Really? Those suck, unless you get the weird nub, like the colored handle thing that helps you out. Then I think we're talking. We're cooking with gas. Where I'm going with this is that you can be a bidet, and you can also be your own technical pencil. When I was a child, I would say like a 10 centimeter. It's a pencil. I'm trying to think of my little boy butthole and how big it dilated. There's a medical reason for this, and it was a childhood trauma, so don't laugh at this. And then you laugh. When I was young, I had a problem. What I've learned through my sister having 2 children in the past 3 years is that and it reminded me, my parents told me this story, is that when I was very young, I grew up in Happy Valley Goose Bay, I had a problem with, yeah? A Labrador folks in the room? Yeah, hell yeah. Good job. We escaped. When I came here as a young person, I was like, the big city, St. John's. Oh boy. Oh boy. I live downtown and it sucks. When I was young, I had a problem like pooping. I was constipated. And it was not a physical problem, it was psychological. I didn't want to. That was my entire hang-up. Whenever I had that feeling, that uncontrollable urge, I would control it. If there was a gold medal in the Olympics for not shitting, I would be on that podium and I wouldn't share it with anyone else. I wouldn't be like the magnanimous Canadian who holds up the flag for the Japanese winner. I would just be me. And nothing works in Happy Valley Goose Bay. I guess they don't have the technology to get a boy's butt moving up there. So my mom had to take me to the Janeway here in St. John's when I was very young. This is the first time I've been to St. John's because I couldn't. I was a pencil and I was marking up the house. So anyone who has kids knows that this could happen. Your children will become markers, and you have to give them. Okay, never mind. So we came here, and the doctor had a really enlightening discussion with me, and he said, Kevin, we've tried everything. And of course, my mom was standing behind me with her hand on my shoulder, because this is heavy news for me as a child. He's like, we tried everything. We've tried the pink liquids. We've tried different sorts of pills, lots of different types of fiber, Metamucil. It didn't work. And he said, we're going to have to use this. And it looked like the size of a Kinder Egg. And wait, not the outside chocolate part of the Kinder Egg, but that weird orange capsule that's on the inside. And he was like, we're going to use this. And I looked at him and I was like, you asshole, I can't swallow that. I would choke on that. And then he said, Kevin, this is going to go into your asshole. And then I was like, you idiot, I'm gonna put that in my asshole. And then my mom's arm tightened on my shoulder. Kevin, I'm gonna put that in your asshole. It was like trying to give a dog a pill, Both naked, both wild animals. Being held down, something forced into me. the one hand with my mom holding me down, getting Vaseline, and then... Don't tell anyone that my mom abused me as a child, because that isn't exactly what happened. It helped me in the end. My mom's idea at the end of this, pill goes in. Guess what? I'm gold medalist. Nothing's happening, right? I'm holding it together. But what happened was, we went, my mom's bright idea after this was to go swimming at the Wedgwood pool. She was a volleyball player. She had her volleyball instructor was in town. She also knew a police officer here. So it was a whole crew there. Oh dear. I get into the pool. Pool's nice and warm. You know, it's got that sensory deprivation tank kind of vibe where you don't know where you begin and end when it comes to your body. And up until this point, I've been winning. But it felt like that moment where Frieza killed Krillin. My body rejected me, and I pooped in the pool. As I should. So if you were at the Wedgwood Pool in 1995 and it closed down for 2 days, I'm sorry. That's my time, everyone. Thank you very much.